What's up, guys? Welcome back to VHB Engines. So, the day started to look pretty, and it didn't really warm up much, but it started to look pretty, so it motivated me to come outside and do this shit. Doing that shit being mounting the K20, or a K20. And what I'm going to try and do here today, because I got a family meeting to make up for 3 birthdays this past week, I'm just going to try and just disassemble everything. Now, I'm dealing with my favorite problem, which is the crank pulley shit. I've already come up with a scheme here to get that off. And it's something I've showed you guys before, but for some of you new people coming in, maybe it's something you'll learn new. Even if it doesn't work on this, I've used that idea to work on other things, so might be helpful. Anyway, this is the first K20 I've ever mounted on a stand. So even off just starting, I ran into obstacles simply because of the fact that the way these engines are set up is completely different from the B and D. And see if you can see right there, right here, right how it's separated there. It's because the girdles on these engines is like a part of the block itself. So I forgot that, and I started fucking hooking shit up to the girdle, not realizing that that was going to be an issue. When, of course, it came time to remove that, the fucking engine stand was mounted to it. So anyway, just in case you don't know, these are regular bolts that bolt the tranny to B and D series engines, and now I'm using them for a K. So I'm guessing that's universal all the way across the board for all the engines, that these tranny housing bolts are going to be the same. So if you have some from another build, or if you leave some, go to a junkyard and you can pull them off any single cam set up there. That's what I do. I used to go to the junkyard and I would raid these. These are the easy ones to, oh shit, you can't see. Raid the easy ones to grab. Anyway, they have these fucking dowel pins, and I'm not 100% sure, but just from fucking with it a little bit, it kind of looks like the dowel pin, if it does come off, I can't see inside that hole where it separates. It looks like it runs all the way through. I worked at it a little bit, and it didn't do anything except start to crush. So I stopped. And I can't run a bolt through it, so I had to find another spot. I used this, I'm pretty sure it's the starter housing here, so I just ran it through there. That bolt there is fine. Tighten up the stand. As long as you have 3 points of contact, it's okay to have one dangling free. It's not that big a deal. So yeah, it's just going to run off the 3 for right now. Or that's probably going to be the setup I'll do forever. Now, I haven't been inside these fucking, either of these engines yet. Obviously, they're still together. But I'm hoping, and I'm kind of confident that these are going to have good cranks, simply because of the fact that they spin so damn freely. It's really easy to spin. It seems kind of healthy. I'm not going to find out until I get inside. So I was thinking about going ahead and ordering fucking rings and bearings, but then I kind of fell back on my old rule that I shouldn't order anything until I get inside this shit and see exactly what it is I need. Because it might be nice and clean and immaculate inside, and then that, of course, will redirect my decisions on what exactly I'm going to do, what I'm going to get. Because this engine rebuild is just going to be K20a3 pistons on A3 rods, an A3 build. It jumps compression up a big chunk, 11 something. So I have the theory that you can pick up a good amount of horsepower with just A2 pistons and bolt-ons. Although I haven't been able to find anybody that's done the damn thing yet. Or there's plenty of people on the internet that have claimed they've done the build and claim all kinds of horsepower increase, but no numbers, no number proof. So I don't know if this would actually be something I put into a car or not, but I guess it's a possibility. And I guess I'll just see where it goes from here. And I'll cut back in once I get the pan and shit off this motherfucker. Well, if I ever thought timing on a B or D series was a fucking pain in the ass, this is something completely different, man. Fucking inside the oil pan for timing. This is gonna be interesting. This isn't going to be as easy as I thought for me to just go ahead and wing it. I'm going to have to actually do some fucking digging around, some researching here. Oil pan's got a little bit of mucky shit in it. I'm hoping that it's not anything crazy. I don't know if you can see, it doesn't really look like oil. It looks like it could just be shit that came in through the open fucking drain plug hole. And the fact that the head was off of this when I got it, which is why I'm doing this one, because the head's already off, saved me a little bit of trouble taking head bolts out. Yeah. See how far I can get here. I'm kind of on a time limit now. Got a family get together. Yeah. Okay, so my plan failed. What I did was took a hammer, rubber grip, and I wedged it in there and spun the crank till it caught, and then worked at the shit with the breaker bar here. Try and pop that shit loose. Obviously, as you can see, it's still sitting there, so it didn't happen. The first thing I tried was a hammer, and the hammer started to break. So then I tried using this plasticky breaker bar thing over there. That didn't work out too well. So I gave up. What's probably going to happen is I'm going to take the girdle off, and because somebody already broke the fucking timing cover housing, I am just going to take the crank as is and take it to work with me and have somebody hit it with an air impact to break that bolt. Yeah, so that kind of fucking sucks. And this kind of fucking sucks too, you know, because this isn't like a B or D series where you can just not use the timing cover. For this shit, you have to. And I guess I understand now why the fucking belt is on the inside, because it's a chain, and chain needs to stay lubricated. So yeah, I still think it sucks though. It's gonna be a fucking pain in the ass, I think. Well, it may not be. It may not be that big of a pain in the ass. Hopefully it won't. Well, we'll see. We'll get there when we get there. I think on today's little edition here, I'm learning as much as you guys are. So, Honda really stepped it up with the whole girdle game. I mean, the connected main bearings together with that girdle and the GSRs and the single cams is a great OEM addition there. But this girdle is so fucking thick, and it's part of the block itself. So, you know, seeing that and then seeing this, like, it's not nuts, it's stock bolts. So, you know, I can easily see how these can take so much fucking more punishment. Like, they go so much higher. Not knocking B series, because B's do great things, but just compared to the K, you know, it's crazy. Let me see if I can find a. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. I was just gonna do a side-by-side comparison with the K20a2 and K20a3, the differences, because the K20a3s are notorious for. Oh, fuck. K20a3s are notorious for blowing up super easy, and this is a K20a3 rod. This is K20a2. You can see how this is much meatier. But then, yeah, B18 rod. And it seems to me like the B18 is beefier than the A3, which is really weird. At least I think, because A3s are supposed to have more power than the goddamn B18. Let me see if I can do one more comparison. Yeah. 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 Scoot. And B16. Okay, so B16 to a B18. Shit. It's not wanting to cooperate. looks like in general those are about the same here. But there's definitely a clear difference between the K20a3 and the A2. The A3s are like fucking single cam rods. I could definitely see why people say that they don't even last up to 300 stock, because, you know, I just had this talk with somebody personally the other day. One of you guys were hitting me up about how you took a single cam up to 300. You know, it can be done, but you can see these fucking little stocky rods, and I even have some single cam fucking rods in here. I know I do. There's one. Okay. Okay, so the A3 is definitely bigger than the single cam. And I mean, this just goes to show, like, dude, B series to D. It's easy to see why these can handle up a lot more power than this. And maybe now you can see why I wouldn't feel comfortable taking this up to 300 horsepower. See, if K20a3s are notorious for blowing up around 300, you know, what makes you think you can take this into a long term? The problem is there's so many fucking guys out there building Hondas that don't keep them for more than 6 months at a time. They just throw a turbo kit on it, add $1,000 or $1,500 to the sell price, and then boost up the numbers to make it look good and sell it like that. Anyway, got a little sidetrack there. To go back into here with the Ks, and just, you know, one thing I was excited for too was, you see that little nub right there? That's because the K-Series pistons are all floating. Even the stock ones are floating. So it makes them easily interchangeable. I don't need a fucking press to take this fucking piston off this and put it on here. Just gotta pop the clip out, swap them over, pop the clip back in, done. With these, later on, I'm gonna put these fucking B16, or these B16 pistons on these fucking rods. And to do that, I need a shop press, which is why I'm doing the K20 teardown first versus doing the fucking B series, because I'm not going to be able to build the setup I want. You know, even here, man, this is really making me hesitate. But if I'm going to use the K20a2 rod for this build, which is something I debated on, I would need the crank as well. So as you can see, the thickness here compared to their journal sizes are different. So I can't just throw these rods on there. I'd have to get another crank. And at that point, if I'm spending that kind of money to get another crank, then I'm, you know, probably going to do a turbo build. And I wouldn't want to go through the extra effort of spending money on a crank to do stock boost. If I had an A2 already, I would just stock boost to do a refresher on it and do stock boost 400 horsepower. I'm sure this shit handle 400 horsepower all day, forever. Alright, so I only have a little bit left here to do. I'm just going to remove the girdle the rest of the way. And somebody was already inside this engine. Some of the pistons are missing rings. A lot of the bolts were hand tight. So it's making things a little easier. The crank seems healthy so far. None of the rod bearings are spun. So I've never seen damage to the mains if the rods were intact. So it seems like it is a healthy engine. So I'm going to finish taking off that girdle here, pop out the crank, and wrap it up. Going to wrap this up here today. But this is one of those good things, man. Something good happened here, you know. Let's talk about don't make any decisions or any calls until you get inside of it all the way. Check this out. If I can get it to focus enough for you to check it out. So, look how shallow that is once you get the girdle off. This thing, which I got extremely lucky, and is already cleaned inside. This thing is extremely clean. It's even cleaner than the cleanest engine I ever did before, which was a B16. Anyway, but if it wasn't clean, if it was mucked up, this is going to be a dream to clean. It's going to be the easiest fucking block ever. I'm really happy about that, because whether I like it or not, Ks are definitely the future. The past for some of you guys, but definitely the future. Eventually, these will be the commonplace swap. The bearings don't look like they've even been run on. They look like they're fucking new. And they may be. I'm not 100% sure. But I feel fairly confident in using these things. So what I'm probably going to do is buy a set of rings and rebuild It seems like I'm not going to have to clean, so I don't have to worry about doing a wash tank thing. So that means I got myself some time on that. Looks like I'm just going to be able to flip this over, hone, clean it up real good. Although it's already been painted, but I'll touch up on it. So flip it over, hone it, get some rings, put it back together. I gotta get that timing housing. I might just pillage some shit that I need off this. I might just take this apart to get what I need. That my water pump housing is fucked up too. So I'm gonna have to take that off that one because that doesn't even look like I can find it. And this place is just gonna be a big pain in the ass for me to continue building engines, especially on a budget like I was before. I'm gonna have to get a fucking plug from somewhere down south, especially as long as my truck is down. Oh, that's a problem for another day. All right, well, wrap it up. A lot of you guys are hitting me up. It's great. Love that shit. Keep my fucking day filled up with car conversations. I work from 7 to 5, so I usually will answer if I'm at work, but if I don't answer right away, I for sure will answer after 5 o'clock. In general, that's the best time to hit me, between 5:30 p.m. and midnight. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks guys for watching. If you're new and you see anything helpful, subscribe. And if you're new and you're not sure if you want to subscribe, look through all my playlists, see if you find anything helpful there. Maybe that'll convince you. If not, again, thanks for watching anyway. Peace.